Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dai Yijia from Beijing, China, and I'm almost at the end of my MBA course at Middlesex University. My final project under this course involves taking the role of a consultant and critically reviewing the business strategy of my former Beijing employer, AEG. This stands for the Aoji Education Group. My presentation today takes you through the stages in my analysis of AEG's business strategy. This presentation is broken down into the following sections: introduction of AEG, research methodology, external and internal environmental analysis, SWOT analysis, and strategic decision-making, key issues, recommendations, and conclusion. AEG is a well-known brand in the domain of international education in mainland China. It has been dedicated to international education exchanges for 23 years. Now, it has 33 branches with the headquarters in Beijing. AEG now has 6 divisions, each offering its own education service and their own distinct brand. Those brands are being studying abroad, language training, international foundation program, study tour, immigration, and Guanxun. That is an IT function that not only services AEG's internal requirements, but also develops products they sell to third parties. This bar chart shows the growth of AEG's net income over the last 6 years. Here, it is clear the growth was stalled. What are the reasons for this? Has the external environment changed, or is there an internal management issue? The following sections will examine the question in more detail. My task in the role of business consultant was to analyze seriously the company's business operation and come up with solid recommendations for its further business strategy, so as to unlock the present stagnation and move forward. The research methodology I used to gather all the relevant data is shown on this slide. You can see I used a combination of primary and secondary research methods. Primary research included group interviews and individual interviews with AEG staff, peer interviews, and customer satisfaction surveys. I combined these with my own experience working at AEG for 6 years as department manager and subsequently vice president. Secondary research involved not just books, journal articles, documents, and internet websites, but also studying strategic management theories to establish a solid foundation to guide me to come up with the most appropriate recommendations for AEG's further business strategy. In this way, I identified some issues at the core of AEG's business, evidenced by like-for-like comparisons with its competitors, and feedback identifying its inability to meet customer expectations or the desires of the top management. On an operational level, these can be articulated as a lack of synergy between different products, departments, even position in the same department, lack of knowledge management, an underperforming HR department, and insufficient corporate control, or weak corporate culture, and out-of-date top management. But are they enough on their own to explain the recent slow growth of AEG? In In order to put these factors into perspective, it was important to conduct an analysis of the external environment to establish whether any other more general factors were at play. This was done using the past and five forces models. The past analysis found that the political and economic environment and the social culture in China were positive and supportive elements to AEG's business. But with technological developments, including the internet and the increasing English level of Chinese people and the advance of distance learning software packages, the international education industry has changed, meaning AEG was now facing new challenges. Additional information was reviewed when conducting the five forces analysis. While there was little downward pressure on AEG's product pricing structure, there was growing competition due to a low entry level in this education market from new entrants offering similar services, and because AEG's existing competitors were generally better organized. Another factor is that customers' requirements have evolved, and many are now looking for a company that can offer a one-stop shop service, something AEG is willing to provide. As part of the research, a SWOT analysis was conducted. It established AEG's strengths and weaknesses, and the opportunities and threats AEG faces. The outcome of our research and scientific analysis revealed that while the conditions in the market were getting tougher, but the biggest factor causing the recent slowdown in AEG's growth came from inside the company, and exactly those identified early in slide number 5. The classical strategic choices facing a company that seems to have hit the buffers in simple terms, AEG. In simple terms are A. Go for growth. B. Diversify. C. Consolidate. Or D. Contract. Option C was deemed the best for the company at this present time, as it has all the assets and experience based to compete effectively in the market, but its use of these assets is highly inefficient. It has first to get its house in order because contemplating growth along the lines experienced in the early part of the previous decade. Given an intelligent internal strengthening, it should see a surge in sales as its competitive position vis-à-vis the other big player improves. It probably takes between 2 and 3 years to implement these changes across all divisions and branch offices. This is the time when the strategy should change and AEG should go for growth. From the analysis, we found that the internal issue are the reasons for AEG growth slow. So 5 problems were identified. The solution or the recommendations to them are: 1. Lack of product or division synergy. All sales staff need to undergo retraining so as to open up their awareness of all related services offered by the company. Their job descriptions need to be rewritten to place obligations on them to sell as many services to their clients as possible. this stick principle must be combined with a carrot, so a commission structure needs to be put in place to reward those that cross-sell. 2. Lack of knowledge management. At present, distributed throughout the company's branches and divisions is an excellent pool of experience and talent. They all need to be brought together under one wing, an operation center, so that their knowledge, experience, and ideas are shared, and so that the whole group knows where to come for support. This new department is the company's brain and ensures knowledge retention is not locked up in any one individual or group. 3. Lack of strong corporate level control. The company has grown rapidly, and as is normal in many entrepreneurial startups, the talents of the original owners are not strongly rooted in managing a growing workforce in accounting. The weak control top management has over its subdivisions, and its employees needs to be addressed. I put in place the following 6 systems. 1. Strategic management system. 2. Comprehensive budget system. 3. Management reporting system. 4. Internal auditing system. 5. Performance appraisal system. And 6. Management appraisal system. These are designed to ensure tighter financial control, auditing of each division's operations, and a fair and a well-structured appraisal of the company's staff. 4. Weak human resource department. There is serious shortage of experienced manager in the company, both at present and looking forward. Top management needs to instruct HR to take the steps necessary to ensure the right quality staff are in the right positions to meet the needs of the business. This is perfectly possible if they change their priorities and allocate a bigger share of its training budget to management topics. In addition, and crucially, they need to look to the further future and build a succession planning apparatus so as to ensure they recruit or train tomorrow's managers based on AEG's growth plans. 5. A weak corporate culture. The company's existing slogan needs to change from "I'm the strongest at my job" to "I'm strongest when I work in a team." Staff need to understand that projects are achievable only if many people take responsibility for their part while helping others with different abilities and maintaining a spirit of cooperation so as to achieve the team goal. In conclusion, as identified by the primary research, the 5 forces analysis, and internal and external environment analysis, some major changes and adjustments are needed to AEG's business strategy and daily operational procedures to solve the problem of lack of product synergy, interdepartment cooperation, lack of corporate control over department's activity, lack of knowledge management, the underperforming HR department, and misguided corporate culture. The plan makes recommendations for the solution of these problems, and its successful implementation will ensure a significant improvement in the performance of the company as a whole. Once this stage has been reached, the company will be well placed to embark on this next stage, that of growth, with a much more efficient use of its sales operation, a better motivated and loyal workforce, and a product range better suited to the markets. It should feel confident of winning back a large market share from its competitors and becoming #1 in the industry. Thank you. That's all.